Welcome back into Listens Live. I'm Michael Vanover. Car accidents are something that unfortunately so many people are faced with and obviously nobody wants to deal with. But when that happens, many times you need help. And joining me now, attorney Jim Desmond from the Desmond Law Office is joining me. Jim, welcome into the show.
Hey, Michael. Thanks for having me back.
Absolutely. It's always good to have you here.
But I don't want to talk just about car accidents. I do, but I want to talk about law firms and fuss about them.
Okay. All right. Well, I've seen you do that before. So before we get into that, how about a little overview of Desmond Law and just all
we do is car accidents. We talk about the Desmond difference. That means you reach me directly on my cell phone. There's no secretaries and paralegals. We're going to, evaluate the case together directly. Usually in the first phone call, I'm going to get your police report, and we're going to have it so we know what's going on. Throughout the whole case, you're going to be dealing with me. You're not going to, so many of these firms on TV, and I do TV too now, but so many of these firms on TV, you don't get the guy that is on the TV channel. They say services may be performed by someone else. That's because the Kentucky bar requires that. So instead, you get the guy right out of law school that, I'm sorry, is still wet behind the ears. And I've been doing car wrecks in Kentucky for, 25, 30 years, my own practice, 20 years on my own practice now.
Yeah.
I'm getting old. You see all that white hair?
No, I don't see it at all.
You're not getting old. You're there.
I already have some gray hair, too. The phone number on the screen, the 502-609-7657, is that truly your cell phone number?
Yeah, it's my cell phone. It's been on the web since 2005 when Desmond Law Office was established. It's funny. It's worked. People love it, and yet these other attorneys don't take it, and they should, and take it in the sense of, how many attorneys do you see say, call me on my cell phone. I come downtown these days, it drives me nuts. I see all these attorney billboards, how much we recovered. Okay, this new website that has this name to call, people we don't even recognize. It's crazy. What we need to be doing, the whole legal field in general, especially the injury field, part of what I wanted to say today is it's time for the consumers, you all, to start changing and demanding something different. Because you're going to the same big firms because they spend a lot of money on advertising, and then you're getting put with these newbies right out of the law school, and you really never deal with your attorney directly. And it's one of those that, everybody wants to say, oh, I've done this, I've done that. Well, you know what? The bigger issue is getting hold of your attorney directly and being able to talk to them. Toyota's manufactured millions of cars every year. But guess what? If your car doesn't start, what good does that do you? You follow me?
Yeah, and where do you go? Yeah,
so when you've been in a car accident, I have people call me from the accident scene. I've had previous clients that I go to, their house. I've gone to hospitals. They can reach me on weekends because that's the legal field is supposed to be a service industry, and that's why I said I don't want to talk about just the one part, because it's time that the world changes a little bit at all these injury ads we see. We're all tired of them. Okay, and it's time we start going back to understanding it's going to get worse with AI and people contacting you and sending you forms over the internet. It's time to start realizing you need to be in touch with your attorney directly, know where your case stands, okay, and know what his game plan is. And if you don't, then why the heck are you with him? Because he advertises on TV and has some big name, or not even he does. The other guy you see on TV does. That you never ever meet. That's in California or some other damn state.
One of the things that you have passionate, there's no question.
I'm intense on this issue because I've done it too long, and I see too many people trying to do this area because it's a lucrative area, and yet they don't know their tail end from their elbow.
One of the things, you've been on the show before, one of the things that you've talked about is really how you walk your clients through the process. I mean, whether it's an accident or, like you said, you're not just talking car accidents, but that is what you do. So we'll use this as an example. Somebody's in an accident, they're going through a very traumatic time in their life. They may not have their vehicle that can get them to their job, to take their kids to school. There's these things, and you walk through them. You hold their hand through the process. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Because part of it is that's what again, the advertising takes people in a different direction. People want to act like, okay, if it's a big firm, it's a big recovery, okay? That's not the case, okay? The law, the strength of a car accident case is based upon the facts. Well, how do you know those facts unless you're dealing with your attorney directly? Unless your attorney is saying, hey, maybe we need to stop and not go to this doctor. Maybe we should go to an MD or a specialist, okay? Maybe, we're not getting the results, here. Maybe we want to use your health insurance here, but we don't want to use it over there. There's a lot of little things that go in it, but you can't get hold of an attorney otherwise. Well, other thing I want to stress to people, 90% of people in car accidents do not file a personal injury claim, okay? If you're in a car accident, my cell phone's there, whether you've been injured or not. Everybody says on the billboards, injured, okay, call me. My cell phone is there for them whether they've been injured or not. Am I going to handle a property damage only claim? No, but many, many times, take 5 to 10 minutes, talk to them about what their rights are, guide them through it, refer to my website, attorneydesmond.com, where, I've got 30-plus pages about all this stuff. And we go through it and basically give them something to get them on track. because that's what an attorney should be doing. It should be a service industry still, and it shouldn't be that you're stopped at the receptionist and you can't get your attorney.
Well, and I know you said it earlier, but if you're questioning whether you have a case, if you're unsure what you should do after an accident, your phone's open. I mean, you're saying literally call me.
With respect, my clients don't quit, because in that first 10 minutes, I can find out if they have a case. Because either
I'm saying people that maybe haven't, they should call. They don't.
Right.
If they're questioning whether they should call you or not, the
in that
answer is
first
yes.
phone call, we can figure out. I've done it long enough that I can say things that concern me right off the bat. I can get the police report, see if my confirmations, if my concerns are confirmed. I'm not going to waste their time. We're going to get the police report. We're going to tell them this is what. And again, my job as an attorney is to advise. So it's to tell them what they can or cannot do. A lot of people don't want to proceed. Okay, but let me give you that information. Quit just accepting the fact that you can't get somebody on the phone unless you say, I'm injured and my left arm's falling off.
One of the things I know you wanted to touch on too, you've put a lot of effort into having different video content and things on your website and your social media platforms. A lot of those questions are answered online for people, right? You want to touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, what I've been doing on that, okay, forgive me because they're very informal looking. I don't like doing social media. I don't like doing any of it. But I've literally just been taking the cell phone, going like this, okay, and doing 2-minute videos. And the cool part about those is they're designed to get information out there, but I literally get off the phone with someone and they say, okay, they want to total my car out and I don't want them to. I will take that topic real fast and do a quick 2-minute video and get it out there. Because again, in that 2 minutes, I can answer a lot more than anybody else. And with all due respect, I know what the heck I'm doing. And you guys, as consumers, get so much bad information from adjusters that don't know what they're doing, or friends, or anything else. All the time I'm pushing back on people and saying that's not the law.
And again, the way your firm is set up, people can get to you and they can get the answers that they're looking for.
Oh yeah, I settled a case. I just was out of the country on vacation. I settled a case down there and the client's ecstatic. So again, we got it settled. We got the check release coming, when we got back, and he was all taken care of yesterday. He's ecstatic.
Well, if there's people out there watching right now that are questioning, whether they have a case, if they have questions, period, what is the best way for them to get in contact you, and how quickly should they do it?
Call or text me directly on that cell phone number. It's a direct number to me. It's not any automation, AI, none of that malarkey. 502-609-7657. And, if I can't get back to you immediately, I will get back to you, later in the day or something, but we will talk about it and see whether you have a case and whether you want to proceed.
That's right, and you can always visit attorneydesmond.com for more information. Well, Jim, thanks so much for being here today. We really appreciate it.
Always appreciate that invite. Thanks.
All right, we got more to get to when we come back on Listens Live. Stay with us.